Let's talk about something that's right in front of your face probably every single day, but you barely even think about it. I'm talking about the text at the bottom of your screen. Today, we're going to pull back the curtain on the surprisingly fascinating hidden art of subtitles.
So, to kick things off, I've got a little riddle for you. What in the world could possibly connect to Star Wars, a karaoke night with your friends, and that incredible foreign film you just watched? I mean, they seem totally unrelated, don't they?
Well, the answer is subtitles. It's kind of amazing when you think about it. All three of these completely different experiences rely on this powerful and way more complex than you'd think world of on-screen text, and that's exactly what we're going to dive into.
First things first, you've got to understand that not all subtitles are the same, not even close. There's a whole universe of different types out there, and each one has a very specific job to do. It's so much more than just, words on a screen.
Okay, so the most fundamental split is between interlingual and intralingual. Now, interlingual, that's probably what jumps into your head first, right? It's translating dialogue from one language into another. But intralingual is huge too. That's when the subtitles are in the exact same language as what you're hearing. It's for accessibility or just, to finally figure out what that one character with a thick accent is actually saying.
So building on that, we have SDH. That stands for Subtitles for the Deaf and Hard of Hearing. And the big difference here is that SDH subtitles go way beyond just what people are saying. They're designed to create a complete audio experience by describing all the other sounds: music, a door creaking, a phone ringing, and even telling you who's talking. And this is just a perfect example. The subtitle, R2-D2 beeps cheerily, that's not dialogue, is it? But it tells you everything you need to know about the tone and the emotion of the moment. Without that little description, a huge part of the scene's feeling would just be lost. That's the real power of SDH.
All right, next up we've got forced subtitles. You can think of these as the stealth operators of the subtitle world. They show up automatically even when you have subtitles turned off completely, just to translate a very specific, super important line of dialogue or some text you see on the screen.
Here we go, a classic case. If you're watching this in English, you just see the sign. Simple enough. But if you're watching in, say, Spanish, this forced subtitle pops up to translate the location. It's totally seamless, and it makes sure that nobody misses a key piece of information. Pretty clever, right?
And we can't forget the most fun kind of subtitles, of course, karaoke. These are all about getting you to join in. The text is perfectly timed to the song lyrics, and that classic color change or highlight is your cue to sing your heart out. And as you can see, they come in all sorts of styles. Unlike most subtitles that are designed to be subtle and stay out of the way, these are meant to be a huge part of the show. They're loud, they're colorful, and they're a core part of the entertainment. Okay, so we've covered the different types of subtitles. Now let's zoom out and look at the whole industry behind them. All of this incredible work falls under a professional field called audiovisual translation, or AVT for short. So what is AVST? Well, you can think of it as the ultimate passport for stories. It's the entire industry dedicated to translating not just the words people say, but also text on screen, cultural jokes, and deep references, all so that a movie made in one country can be truly understood and loved by people anywhere else in the world. Now, within this world of AVT, there are really two major ways to get the job done: subtitling and dubbing. Subtitling, as we've been talking about, keeps the original actor's performance intact, which a lot of people feel is more authentic. Dubbing, on the other hand, is a whole different beast. It replaces the original audio entirely with a new voice track in a different language. So, why are we even talking about this? Why does it matter so much? Because AVT is so much more than a technical process. It's this incredibly powerful force that builds bridges between cultures and makes our entertainment world feel, well, a whole lot bigger. I mean, just look at the impact. First, there's accessibility for the deaf and hard of hearing. Then there's massive cultural exchange, letting us experience stories we'd never otherwise see. From an economic standpoint, it opens up huge global markets for movies and TV shows. It's even a fantastic tool for learning a new language. And all of this creates real jobs for a whole host of skilled professionals. But here's the thing. Making good subtitles? That's not easy. It's a real art form, a craft that follows a very specific set of rules. It's all about making sure you can read them easily without ever getting distracted from the action on screen. So let's peek behind the curtain at the subtitler's checklist. Number 1, readability is king. That means a clean font and high contrast so your eyes don't have to work hard. 2, timing is absolutely critical. The subtitle has to show up and vanish right when the character speaks, usually staying on screen for just 2 to 6 seconds. 3,
Keep it concise. The standard is no more than 2 lines with around 35 to 40 characters per line. 4. Context is crucial, which means proper punctuation and those important sound descriptions. And finally, number 5, consistency and proofreading. You have to maintain the same style, and mistakes are a huge no-no.
And this quote just says it all perfectly. The real goal isn't just a word-for-word translation. It's about preserving the artistic and cultural soul of the original work. A truly great subtitler makes sure that the essence of the story makes the journey across languages.
So, I'll leave you with this thought. The next time you turn on subtitles, are you just going to see words? Or are you going to see the art, the careful timing, the concise language, the hidden craft that makes it all possible? I really hope you enjoyed this little peek behind the screen,